Hey, football analytics geeks, stop gaslighting us. The Eagles down 15, scored a touchdown to go down 9. Nick Sirianni went for the 2-point conversion, didn't get it, and the game was over. And I've got the data geeks telling me, of course that was the right decision. Of course it was not the right decision. And I don't care what your stat sheet or laminated play card tells us. Here's why. But before we get there, remember to subscribe to the channel. Click on this button below me because we have daily drops on videos, long form and short form YouTube shorts throughout the week. The gaslighting of the average American football fan continues. You don't know what you're looking at because the data would say this and you're not smart enough to understand. Give me a break. Fine. You can beat me over the head with the analytics of this decision. But I'm here to tell you why me and most real NFL fans know there's something wrong with going for 2 when you're down 9. If you kick the extra point, you're down 8, and the game is still there for you. When you miss that 2-point conversion, which the Eagles did, you're down 9, and basically the game is over. Here comes the data, people. Your Bill Barnwells, your Greg Olsons wagging their fingers at us Neanderthal primordial ooze people that can't understand anything, are caught in rudimentary arithmetic at a second grade level. Please tell us how football works with all those big numbers that you're using. And on the surface, here's their concept. When you're down 15, at some point, you need a 2-point conversion. You'll need 7 and 8 or 8 and 7 just to tie. And if you want to win the game and go for it on those 2 conversions, then you have to go 8 and 8. So you might as well go for the 2-point conversion on the first one. Because as Nick Sirianni so eloquently put it, then you know what you have to do. If you get the 2-point conversion there, you're down 7, and you can either kick the extra point of the second touchdown or go for 2 in the win. Or if you don't get it, now you know you need 2 more possessions because you're down 9. So essentially, with that final touchdown, you know that you need to score that second touchdown with 40 seconds to go instead of 10 seconds. You've got to really hustle, really get down there. You cannot take your time and make hypothetically more pragmatic, logical decisions to go down the field because you need to get that football back, and you know that's the pathway. Fine. In a void, that makes sense. I just laid it out there for you. But people play the games, not robots, not AI automatons. These are human beings and athletes, and they are propped up by belief and conviction and confidence and momentum and a crowd. And in Philadelphia, when you're down 9 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play, and you kick the extra point and you're down 8, there's a swell of everybody energetically. The fans are starting to get back into it. They're rooting you on. The sideline gets more bowed up. Okay, we're down 1 possession. All we need is the football back. We're only down 8. And the entire vibe is, okay, we can do this. And the moment you don't get that 2-point conversion, the game is essentially over because now you're down 9. And what happens? The crowd sags. The energy's deflated. People start booing. The negativity starts flowing down, in this case, an already on edge Eagles fan base who had just watched the entire day be an offensive slog. They don't like the play calling. They don't like the play caller. They don't like the quarterback at the moment. They're wondering what the heck is going on. And instead now, down 9, all of whatever air that you blew into that balloon has been poked, has been deflated, and that all sags away and flips on you into a negative. And the sideline now goes, and now we got to get the ball back again twice, down 9. It feels different. Everything feels different. It goes from, okay, we can do this to, I don't think we can do this. And you can say, well, the coach and the quarterback and the players and the defense and everybody, professionals, they don't think like that. They've got to be ready no matter what the scenario is to go out there, play their hardest. But guys, it's reality. It is human nature. And that's what I talk about when I say football fans such as myself. If you've watched football for a long enough time, you know that scenarios change based on what that scoreboard looks like. Those scenarios affect how players play. It affects how the crowd reacts. And you can't sit here and tell me the pros aren't supposed to care about the fans or the vibe in the stadium. They just go out there and do their job. When after every game, players thank the fans for giving them a pop, giving them juice, giving them momentum, giving them belief, or turn on the fans who are saying, you really shouldn't boo the home team. That doesn't help anybody, yada, yada, yada. The fans are being cited by the coaches and players constantly as affecting the outcome of games, as affecting them positively and negatively in different scenarios. And now we're just supposed to believe down 8 or down 9 is the same thing with 3 minutes to play, and the fans suddenly, their effect gets sucked completely out of the situation. That's crazy. It really bothers me that you have former players like Greg Olsen saying this is not even a question. It's not even a question, because if anybody should recognize why it is a question, it should be a former player. A former player should understand how different everything feels down 8 or down 9. Things feel a lot more doable. That's just the fact of the matter. And you could say, well, you still got to go to overtime. In this case, the Eagles don't want to go to overtime in their own building as defending Super Bowl champs with perhaps the best roster in football. They don't want to go to overtime. Just having a logical brain that's watched football for a long time tells you this is stupid. And stop trying to gaslight me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Click on this button below me. We got daily drops on videos, both long form and shorts, every single part of the week. So hit us up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I appreciate you watching. I'm DA, Damon Amendolara. See you next time.